Okay, so guess where we are today? Anyone recognise it? Big rock there, down the buildings. Fish and chips this way. Bit of crazy golf. Kids playing on the old ships. Help, I'm trapped in Funland. How do I get out? Some trampolines, might go on there later. The little toy bus. Okay, so we're walking towards the old town of Hastings. Sound's going to be really poor because it's so windy. Look at these cute buildings. And the Godfather. A little less windy here. We're inland a little bit. Follow me as we go on a little bit of an exploration into the old town. Beautiful little houses up there. It's very hilly here, so you need to be a little bit fit. Look at these. Life is but a game of chess. Oh, great. Noah's goat. What's some biblical names on this street? Babels. Coming up to the old pump house. The Anchor Inn. Reminds me a little bit of Nice, actually. Ah, Petit Fille. Marilyn is here. And Berry. Certainly getting a French flavour. Fudge pantries. My friend Claire loves fudge. And what do we have here? Lots of mushrooms. Ah, esoteric shop. Bookshop. Charity shop. Magpie in ode to my mum, who'd like to find shiny things. Isn't that beautiful? Okay, I'll have another wander down there. to Babels. Or is it Babbles? Oh, great. Who grew up with alright, great. And before anyone mentions cultural appropriation, I am a Mancunian. Old material shop. Don't see many of those around. It's the old part of Hastings. A slightly beaten up caravanette, but next to the traditional fish and chip stall. Okay, so we're out of the old town. We're walking towards a very old part of Hastings, which I'll show you coming up. Another little old camper. Okay, we're going up this way. See, that's the same as my camper, but it's got a fiberglass top for those who like camper vans. And I was looking at getting one of those, but it doesn't fit under all the car park bollards and frames, which are normally about 2.2 metres, which until I went under a few this week, wasn't quite sure whether mine was below or above that. Suffice to say, I've still got a roof. Not quite sure what that is up there. Might get closer to that. Hastings Contemporary, and a Wishing Well, which I'm not sure you'll see because it's a little bit dark with the sun behind. Bells of the sea, the undersea, and the sun that feeds the wind. Now this is where Hastings gets really interesting, these buildings, solid wood, old fisherman huts, look at that, isn't that fabulous? So who was that? Maybe this was his fishing hut. And they had workshops here as well, making all the ship industries. And then look at that. I don't know how many of those are active, and almost like some fishing graveyard. The camera's struggling to. As you can see, there's quite a few of them here. They're fascinating. I shall have to find out more. And there's a lift, which I'm not sure if that's in the ocean. To check. Really fascinating buildings. East Hill left. Well, I thought that was an old flyer. Jimmy Tarby, live in May. If you want to come to Hastings, at the White Rock. Back to lots of boats moored on the beach. Clearly new apartments there. Nice views over the sea. Hastings Pirates. Fisherman's Museum. Sorry, there's a bit of reflection. So this is reenacting the bay of all the industry. Fishermen out on the boat. That's where they're drying the, I think that's haddock, smoked haddock. Hot in the sun. Got the cute little bits of fish in the front. That's a boat turned into a little shop. And there's one of those sheds, clearly for stock brought from abroad. Charlie King, Winkle King suit. Wow. Let's give thanks to George Woods, the local photographer. That's how he used to dry. These are amazing. That's his sweater, this man. Wow, so many stories, so much history. You've got to come down to the museum. It's fascinating. This photographer, it's brilliant. 1890s these were taken. Look at this, ladies of the day. Nannies, servants. Wow. Look at that, all bathing costumes. How the world has changed. And this is Nona, who runs the museum at Hastings. One of the team. And helps just keep it up. And how long have you been here?
About 16 years, something like that.
So I think you were here when I last came, actually.
Okay.
A while ago, yeah. But it's amazing. They've got it just tells such stories, doesn't it?
Really does, yeah. Special place, very special place.
Very special, you can feel it. Yep, this will go up on the social media so I can just show people some of the lovely things about Hastings.
Lovely, brilliant, thank you.
Lovely to meet you.
Loving us.
Fishing jackets.
It's sunny, it's beautiful out there, great.
Look at these pictures, baptisms. Absolutely lovely. You've got to come down there. It's amazing. If you like your history and photography and artifacts. And Nona was gorgeous, and I left a little donation because that's just priceless. She's worked there all that time. So we're going towards the end of this part of the bay. I'm sure there's more. Yeah, we had to find the dinosaur. So there he is. They've clearly put up that sign for a reason. So it's not just people like me that don't really know how wide or high or long their campervan is. But I know it's under 2.2 metres high. But sometimes they put the wrong height on the barrier, they change it. They did that in Bournemouth, I think it was Boscombe. Okay, so it's a wee bit windy, so you're going to hear a bit of wind, and look at those absolutely amazing crashing waves. So for those that haven't been to this part of the UK, we're not that far from Dover, so this bit is quite rugged, so I'm going to move back inland a little bit. And of course, for those ladies who really like to do a lot of walking and want comfortable shoes, my trainers are brilliant. The moment I put them on, it was heaven on my feet, and I got them from Marks and Spencer's. I've had my last 3 pairs there, so now I'm not sponsored by them, but I have to share when something feels great. So where should we go next on my little trip? I'm in Hastings for the day, maybe till tomorrow, not sure yet. Unless one of these come out near my van, I'm definitely off. So that's not how they used to dress in the Victorian days, if you saw the pictures that I just did in the museum. And seagulls, yeah, be careful eating chips on the beach because they are very cheeky seagulls. They've got me a few times. So I've just realised that was a church. The Fisherman's Museum. That's why they had the pictures of the baptisms in there. So clearly the church for all the fishermen. I'll be putting some information in the notes below about a little bit of the history, but if you're visiting the UK or in the UK, come down, it's a gorgeous day out. That is making me hungry now. Time to find some food. Look at this cute little house next to the pub.